following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Maybe we can still heal you. Why? So you can just lock me up? No. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
In the hell do you think you are?
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
For how long?
Forever. Yeah, that's
No, please.
Let's have it.
You don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it. Okay?
So Oz, this week we are going to talk about not only the first 3 episodes of Season 3 of Titans, which I know that you are very excited about. We are also going to touch on Marvel's What If that premiered, Episode 1, Captain Carter. We're also going to give we're going to talk a little bit about Suicide Squad. Everyone's talked that movie to death at this point, so we're just going to give our thoughts and kind of move on. And before we set the table, we are going to touch on Tim Drake coming out as bi in the comics. So Oz, I actually want to start there with Tim Drake coming out as bi. You know, this is a big deal, especially on Twitter. A lot of people seem to be happy about it. There's always going to be detractors, of course, and then there's some that just think this is a PC move. So there's a lot of different avenues and viewpoints of this situation. Oz, where do you fall in it?
Well, first of all, it's good to see you, as usual.
It's good to see you, too.
Hey, so, you know, I knew it was coming. Something had to give. You know, you got the Batman, you got the Superman, so you got to get these families out, you know. So I don't care, but the part of me that does care is, again, why do you have to do it with a character that's already established? Why can't you just introduce somebody? But if you're going to do it, it's fine. The other one is people. I was watching. I don't participate in the Twitter as much, but I do stalk lots of people and listen to what their rants are. A lot of people have been saying, "Why not do Jason Todd?" You know, because the only reason I'm saying this is because I really don't care if Tim comes out trans, bi, gay, asexual. He's now saying he's they, them. I don't care. But it kind of, you know, let's just be for real for a second here. It's easy to do Jason Todd. You never have Jason Todd in any kind of love romance unless you did Deceased recently. But, dude, Stephanie is always getting the short end of the doodle stick, dude. It's terrible.
No, nobody. See, that's the part nobody wants to talk about. Stephanie Brown, just like, so now she's just left by her lonesome. Tim was her guy.
Well, okay. Let's talk about being PC. Yes, let's get PC. Let's get down to like get everybody their equality. But what about the Me Too movement, man? Stephanie's like, Me Too. I had a dude, and then it's like, okay, well, cool. She is. Spoiler is forever getting spoiled, dude. You know.
And you know, it's, again, and I can only speak for myself, but this is just from what I heard Uncle Oz say, we don't care what he is, but the move itself feels, it kind of feels a little PC to me. You know, it feels like something that would happen nowadays because that's just what they do. And
again, as everybody's on social media for all platforms, TikTok doing their thing. Vine resurrected itself from the grave and did one thing about it, and everybody's just going, "Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We are happy too. We are." I won't speak for regular Scott. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. I'm overjoyed. But again, it just feels like someone from Warner Brother HBO lined up every single Bat character and said, who can we make gay or bi or this, as opposed to just taking some time, And hey, can we address the real issue here? To me, the real issue is this. I don't care if Tim's bi. How many writers and owners of DC or HBO Max are bi or gay and have decision-making abilities and are writing stories? How about that one instead of doing that for Tim?
And, as big of a Dick Grayson fan as I am, if Dick Grayson came out as bi, I'd be a little upset, but I think it would fit the character. Like, to me, Dick Grayson
definitely, dude,
comes off, more of a, I don't care if you're a guy, girl, alien, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a history of that.
And please chime in, everybody, because I need to educate myself. But I'm just going off of what one of my old friends said when she was explaining because I was in my 20s. I'm not in my 20s anymore. But I had asked her what that meant because I didn't know what it meant. And she said she explained it like it wasn't just liking men or women. It was just more like your sexuality was fluid. And I was like, whoa, that's a really awesome way to describe it, And think about Robin. Think about our Robin that we grew up with, as in like Dick Grayson. That dude, if that dude hasn't had the most fluid sexuality, you tell me. Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Starfire, dude,
any and everyone,
dude. I mean, like that dude, like Regular Scott said, and ain't hurting or hating on anybody, but it was definitely a PC move. And when Regular Scott says that, and I agree with him, you better mark this day on the episode. But I just say it's a PC move for one simple reason: they would never do it for Dick Grayson because his name's Dick. I promise you, executives did the whole lay out the family.
No, you're probably right.
And lay out their names.
Because it was probably like there's just the joke's too easy to get. No, you're probably right. That's probably why they didn't.
Hey,
do it.
We can't make Signal. I'm gay. He just became the first black person allowed in the Batcave.
I was listening to the Nerd Cantina, and Ken and Steve were talking about this subject. And guys, definitely go check out the Nerd Cantina. Great podcast, great guys. Still pissed off that they won the Character Madness tournament. I'm coming for you next year. They brought up a point that this kind of leads to a bigger issue, which is that we've been dealing with the same characters and the same story arcs for 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? He is the fifth Robin?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, because I think Damien's the fifth. So he's like the fourth Robin. So, it's almost like we're rehashing stories for characters, and it's almost to the point where they're just trying to find things. It feels like they're just trying to find things to make characters relevant.
It's not recycling; it's upcycling. They just keep doing this weird thing to them. Instead of saying, "Hey, why don't we take a chance?"
They just killed this dude a year ago.
Well, I know, but
what I mean? And then gave him a doo-doo costume, a literal doo-doo costume.
Well, I'm just saying, why not just say, let's take a chance and have gay, queer, trans writers make some stories and introduce some new characters? Because here's the other side of all this too, man. These cats, right? They made the decision to make Tim bi, but again, it just seems like such an easy political thing to do. That's all I want to say. I don't want to get my thoughts mixed up. I just think it just feels like it was very political and easy.
Yeah, and I
no consequence.
I agree with you, and I was talking with someone online about it, and I compared this a little bit to kind of the race swapping thing that goes on, and how we have characters. We already have minority characters who can be brought up, and he brought up a good point to me. He said, though, are people going to take those characters and that type of representation as serious as they would if you don't do it to a top level character, if you use a C or D level character and you make them, create a new character and you make them bi or gay or black, a minority of some kind, are they going to take that as serious if you take a top level character? Tim's not top level, but he's right underneath that top level.
Well, no, it's right. He's top level. He's pretty top tier.
He's top tier.
Yeah,
would they take it as serious if you do a top tier character? And I do think, again, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't agree with the PC move if that's what it is. But I do think there is something to that statement, and they're probably thinking if we do it to a top tier character, it will mean more. You know what I mean? I think there's something. There's
nothing wrong with that, and that's a very brilliant insight for both you guys to say that. But I will say this again, just to circle back to the original statement. I feel it was a very PC move. They said, let's take a top tier character and turn this person into this. Now, I'm not opposed to that. And this doesn't need, because we still need to do our thing, set the table and everything. But, like, dude, this doesn't need to be a crazy thing. But I will bring this up as a simple point. Anytime people are trying to have the revolution, and the revolution is making a change, any change is revolution. The moon circling around the earth is a revolution. Okay, so anytime people want a revolution, you got to do it multi-level, man. You got to do that top tier thing, but you still got to have the writers who are gay, who are bi. And you still got to be able to introduce characters and not be afraid of that.
No, that's a great point. And I think...
And this real quick lesson is you got to have both of them at the same time. That's how you bombard them. People didn't just march in the street. We're just marching. It was marching in the street. It was legislation. It was heads being broken down. You got to have it all. Do not just one little thing. Because when you do one little thing from the top down, it's like you're just giving little treats out to people to just appease them for a little bit. You got to do the real treats.
No, I think you're spot on about that, and I hope that DC is smart enough, with making this move, regardless of how me and you personally feel about the move. Hopefully, DC is smart enough to know we don't need a straight white man or just a straight man or woman to be writing this. It needs to be somebody who knows what it's like to be bi.
You started, dude. Like. Now, if you really want to do your thing, DC, and here, I don't want my $1 million idea. I just want like 100,000. So here it goes. You want to do the whole Tim Drake thing, introduce him, but maybe it's a chance to say that his first date, that person is a superhero too, and so that you make a character out of that dude, and like they get a chance to do their thing.
Nobody wants to see Bernard as a superhero.
I love the idea of Bernard. He is like
Bernard's great, and the way they did it was very classy, and I thought it was really well done.
And I'm going to say this:
nobody wants to see Bernard.
But I'm going to say this, dude. I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be mean, but do not kill Bernard and have him come back and he's a Saint Bernard. I don't want to see it.
No, do not kill Bernard and make this dude Tim Drake's arch enemy going forward.
Oh, this dude, Saint Bernard in the Lazarus Pit.
Do not do that. In a year, you know what? That's probably exactly what they're going to do. A year from now, Bernard and Tim are going to start dating for the next year or something. He's going to die. He's going to blame Tim Drake, and he's going to come back and become Tim Drake's arch nemesis. And he'll probably kill, spoiler.
Well, yeah.
He'll probably kill Stephanie Brown to get to him.
But then he realizes he shouldn't have did that to just revenge, hatred, killing. So he becomes Saint Bernard.
So then we get our next anti-hero.
And well, also but then he becomes a rescue super person. He wants to just do, and he.
Are you really talking about this dude like he's a literal dog? Now he's a rescue dog.
No, not a rescue dog, but he does have a pouch on his chest full of all medical gear and everything.
Let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So first he's a good dog. He's a good boy. And then he goes astray. And then he goes astray.
Yeah.
And then you have to rescue him like a rescue dog.
No. I'm just saying.
So you're literally talking about Bernard like he's a Saint Bernard,
and he does this for 7 years. But it's weird. Every time, every good thing he does for 7 years, to him it feels like a year.
Yeah, it's weird. Every time Tim Drake says "Good job, Bernard," he does a circle.
Well,
he spins in a circle and sits down.
No, it's like he just does it for the fact that he's He's a helper, you know.
Yeah. I think now that we're comparing Tim Drake's new boyfriend to a Saint Bernard, it's a good time to set the table. This is Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. I am your host, Regular Scott. I am here with my co-host, the comic connoisseur, the mighty Ozzy Killmonger. Oz, what's going on?
What is up, my comic comrades?
And you can find us on Twitter at Knee4Marvel vs. DC. That's the number 4. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook, Knee4Marvel vs. DC. Join the Facebook group. You can leave us a voicemail, 804-518-6631. Leave us an email, Knee4Marvel vs. DC at GoDefyLife.com. You can also download, like, subscribe all our podcasts. Leave us 5 stars. Oz, tell them where they can find you on Twitter.
You can find me at the local corner store. Hanging out. That's actually very accurate. That's where I found him this morning. Well, I'm just saying it's true. But then if you want to find me on social media, you can find me. It's at OZZIEREAL, and that is at Ozzy Real. Because I'm telling you, Ozzy's keeping it real. I'm up to my followers. Thank you for all my 32 followers. I'm doing it on that slow trek to 50.
That's enough. You can also
what?
You can also find me on Vover.
Here we go. Okay.
I got a couple shows on Vover.
Self-promotion.
You can find me on Tuesdays, Regular Thoughts of Regular Scott. You can find me on Wednesdays, The 3 Count. And now you can also find me on Fridays. I am hosting the Vover Titans After Show. So for the new season of Titans, every Friday I will be coming out with a new after show talking about what just happened.
Oh, so that's why you've been unavailable for live shows.
No,
okay,
no. You were unavailable last week.
Man, I gotta say, I was wondering this whole Vover thing, man. That swag, man. You look good in them sweatshirts.
Yeah, shout out to.
Man, you look good. I didn't know you were gonna be like rocking that gear on our show today.
Hey, shout out to Vover for the sweatsuit. Shout out to y'all, boy. I appreciate y'all.
Yo, shout out to Vover. Can I get? I'm not doing a show currently, but can I get a? I mean, I'm a co-host of a person doing a show. This dude is sitting here like the gear. I don't know what kind of threads they're making it, but it's literally glistening in the sun. Dude.
Hey, look, in the hoodie, it's got like this little part in the neck part that's like stretchable too. It's real breathable. It's dope.
Yeah, I know. I can see it. Thanks. Yeah, man.
And then like the sweats, they feel good. They got a good feel.
I will tell you, it is 97 degrees, but I would tell you, and I don't know if he's doing it just to spite me in the face, but he definitely is wearing this gear, sweating, but he's like, yo, man, it's breathable. I was like,
First of all, I am in a t-shirt and sweats. Okay. Second of all, we are in the bird box. Okay, it's a little toasty out here.
Dude, we are in the cardboard box, man. We're in the cardboard box. Dude.
We out here.
I'm going to tell you what kind of hot we're dealing with. Okay, it's so hot. Regular Scott got that upper lip sweat. So I just need to let you all know that's when you know it's hot.
Hey. Speaking of upper lip sweat, shout out to Joe Gatto from the Impractical Jokers, the king of the upper lip sweat. If you've never seen the show, check out Impractical Jokers. Joe Gatto, when he gets nervous, he gets a lot of lip sweat. Shout out to Joe. And as for you, Oz, that definitely gets the first Morgan Freeman of the day.
Okay, hey, let's start the game of rolling, son. This dude, literally, like, man, you would think that Storm is over this dude, like, hey, Storm, stop the rain. She's like, I ain't making it rain. I don't know what's going on here.
So when we take our first break, I will be going to change my shirt and my underwear.
No, change your clothes. All of them, dude. Seriously, dude, I'm saying, hey, I'm willing to have an extended show if you can promise you're going to take a shower.
I feel like I took a shower with as much swole.
Son, dude, man.
And what's weird, the weird thing, the really weird thing.
I know what you're going to say. Keep saying.
Is this guy's not sweating at all.
It's awesome.
He's weird.
Let me tell you something. What's on your conscience, dude? Did you feel bad about Tim Drake or something like that, dude? Because this dude got the upper lip sweat, and he got the worst sweat of all. He got that black man in an elevator with Captain America sweat who gave it all away. The one dude, because Cap was like, oh, y'all, oh man, all my boys are in the elevator. But he looked at the brother and was like, oh, you sweating.
Hey, why they had to make the brother be the one to give him up? Why they make the brother the one to give him up? Why it had to be that guy?
You know, and I know I'm starting to show off crazy, like, you know, like 7 years later, he gonna bring this up, dude. But I'm just saying, man, why did in Marvel? I ain't saying y'all sometimes do some racist stuff, but I'm just like, why our brother got to do that? Like Steve is like, hey man, they're bumping him. He's like, oh bro, you're bumping me. Oh, but until the black man drops one thing of sweat, he's like, hey, something's not right, dude. I just had to say that.
So all them fishy people in there, Crossbones looking sketchy as I don't know what, but the dude,
Crossbones looking dirty.
And look, there's 30 people in this small elevator, and the black
Bumping
guy's
him.
sweating. You know the black guy gonna sweat.
Dude, bumping him. They're all wearing suits. They're like, oh, you didn't get the special you didn't get the special suits that have AC in them? Oh, because you're black. Right. Dude, this dude, they say, hey, yeah, oh, sorry, you're bumping me.
You know what? I could be wrong, but I think he was the first one to attack him, too. They probably told him he had to be the first one.
I don't want to start this in a crazy way, and I'll have to verify, but I can promise you in that elevator, after he saw that black man drop that thing of sweat, that's when Captain America was like, okay. You know when he gave his famous speech? Blah, blah. He wasn't saying it to all of them. He was saying it to the black dude who was sweating. And he was looking, and you didn't see the camera, but he was looking at him. He was like looking at him going, okay. So you want to start this party right now? And the black dude's like, oh shit. Come on, man.
So what you're saying is when he said, does anyone want to get off, he was talking to him.
He was like, does anyone black want to get off?
So actually, he was looking out for the brother. Dude, he was looking out.
Now, okay, I'm gonna give it to Captain Roger because he dope, dude. You know how he good. Like he had a soft spot for Sam, and then Sam, like him and Bucky were like, oh man, we never knew the weight of giving the shield. Like you should have thought about it. But anyway, he saw Brother Man sweating. Knew Brother Man ain't have them special suits that everybody had.
He had a Kevlar armor.
Oh man, he ain't have that triple force field Kevlar armor suit made out of silk. He had that straight up Brooks Brothers like hand me down that he got at the thrift store. He's like, yo, and they said I had a black suit, man. I know y'all got issued black suits. It's really Steve Rogers saw that one bead of sweat and he's like, God damn, this is a setup. All right, does anyone want to get off? Wink, wink, brother. You should be the one to say I'm gonna get off. But brother, like, no, I'm loyal to the group.
Yeah, whatever, Oz. Let's move on.
That was kind of disrespectful, but that's okay.
I'm a disrespectful guy.
Well, yes, this is very true.
So,
yeah.
I mean, we're at, 130 some episodes in, and you haven't realized I'm a disrespectful guy?
I have. It's 130, like, two episodes of disrespect.
You certainly don't know how many episodes it is.
I do know how many episodes
You, of all people, certainly don't know how many. How many have you done?
Like, produce?
No. How many episodes of this show, of the 130, have you done?
Like, 2.
You've only done 2?
One was terrible. One was horrible. And one was like, all right, one was tightened up.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You've only been on 2 of the 130 episodes.
No. I thought you were saying how many have I produced.
Oh, no.
Oh, I've been on every single one except for maybe 6. I feel like a strong 6.
Well, that's an oxymoron.
Okay, I feel like a strong MGK.
An MGK. Okay, true.
Yeah, jerk.
True that.
6 for me, dog. 6 for you?
6 for you.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying, man. Anyway, so moving on.
Okay, sorry.
Moving forward, I know you feel all better since you changed out of that heavy ass sweatshirt you're in for some reason.
We're still in it. Where do you want to start, Oz? We got Titans. We got to get to. We got since we're not going to go too deep into it, let's just touch on Suicide Squad.
I was going to say let's just do Suicide since it's a quick wrap up. And I know you said you were looking at my face going, yeah, you're a quick wrap up. Just because.
God dang.
Earlier, I told this dude a story. And I was like, hey, just give me 3 minutes. And it was going to be like 15.
No. This guy told me, hey, I got. Before we started the show, we were just, chopping it up. And he said, hey, I got this story. I told him I just watched American History X for the first time. And we were talking about stuff. And so he's like, man, I got this story to tell you. It only take
Curbing.
It only take 10 minutes. Yeah, we started talking about curb stomping. It only take 10 minutes. I got 3 stories. I was like, 10 minutes each? He said, no.
And then my acting endeavors.
Yeah, and then you're acting there. So then we went to the first story. That was 20 minutes. We went to the second story. That was 10. The last story was the only one he told the truth on. It was a 30-second story.
I told the truth on all the stories, but the last story I brought it back full
True
circle.
that. Okay, true that.
Yeah,
true that,
the truth
true
was
that.
in all the stories.
True
But
that.
what he meant to say was that I brought it full circle back to the original point. And I'm sorry, man. I should have said, spoiler alert, I'm going to go around the
world.
Milky Way. Wait, Jupiter's coming. Look out. And so, to tell you, and it was very relevant. That was very relevant.
Talk about Jupiter's legacy. Let's talk about Jupiter's rant.
Oh, Jupiter! It was you're just like, damn, man, Jupiter, man, don't know other guys like you not because you know it's powerful, because you just talk so much. you and your lightning bolts, always talking. Hey, well, hello, my fellow citizens. Yeah, here comes Jupiter. Oh, I'm busy, man. I'm busy that day.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, this is the point being.
I will say, though, it was a good story.
Yeah.
It was a good story. It took about 10 minutes to really get me into the story, but once I got into it, it was really good.
When I wish I had more time on these podcasts to tell a story, because when I tell a story, it's like revving up the engine. You don't just start your engine and like, boom, get out there. Hey, I'm starting my engine. Let's go on the highway, hitting 70. You got to start your engine. Let all the say, hey, okay, cool. Put your safety belt on.
This dude tells a story like Peter Jackson writes Lord of the Rings books. He got to make sure he tells you every detail in the tree. If there's a moss hanging off, if a bee is flying around, if there's an ant crawling on the ground.
I'm not trying to. Well, first of all, I don't want to step on an ant because why would I crush an ant just being a giant human? And of course, I want to know if a moth is on a tree. Yeah, and definitely want to know about the bees, dude. What are you saying, man?
Have you seen some of the memes of like my fall plans and the Delta variant?
Oh God, yeah.
Have you seen the one with Macaulay Culkin and the bees?
Nope. But guess what I'm going to be looking at?
Have you seen that? Do you know that movie? The one where Macaulay Culkin gets killed by a hive of bees?
Oh God, what's that, like the secret lives of bees or something?
No, it's him and like this little girl or something, like the little kids, and I think he kills a little kid by sicking a hive of bees on him.
Okay.
Hey, Macaulay Culkin did some weird stuff outside of Home Alone.
Still does.
No, I'm talking about as a child.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, they were like, this is a child actor who does know how to act, and guess what? We want to exploit him for money, for monetary reasons. Why not do it? Yeah, and then you're like, oh, whoa, he's kind of weird. I'm like, no, y'all made him weird. You know?
Oh man, just really good memes. All right, let's talk about Suicide Squad, Oz. What were your thoughts on it?
Much better than the original Suicide Squad. It was a fun ride. Just my quick summary of everything, spoiler alerts and everything. I loved how just starting off, you're like, oh my God, Savant is going to fuck shit up. And then when he's in the midst of it, he's like, oh, there's a superhero. He's a super criminal. They're punks at their hearts. Everybody did their start in the beginning, man. What's his name? Pete Davidson. Everybody, he's the person that everybody loves to hate, and he got shot in the face. And he's like, yes, I know people wanted me to get shot in the face.
The movie, by the way, was The Good Son.
Mm-hmm. The Good Son, where he's like the evil dude.
Yes, where he's the evil kid.
Sort of like a little weird take on Damien.
No. I'm sorry. I got the two movies confused. The evil son is the one where he like bullies the kid, and the parents have to kill him. My Girl is the one where My Girl is the one where he's best friends with the girl, and he gets killed
and
by
that girl was supposed to be a breakout star. Whatever happened to her?
Yeah. And he that was it Anna Klumsky? Yeah, Anna Klumsky.
Has she been in anything recently?
Let me check her.
I thought that was one of her like last little deals.
Let me check her. She was in Veep, which was a very popular show. She was in that. She was a regular in that. She's done some Robot Chicken. She was in Hannibal. She's been in Law and Order, Army Wives, White Collar. She was in the movie or TV show Lights Out, Covert Affairs.
What?
Yeah. She's got a pretty decent little The Good Guy, In the Loop, 30 Rock.
She's in the movie The Good Guy? Mm-hmm. The new one?
No, this one came out in 2009. So yeah,
she's been doing her thing.
Yeah, she's definitely got a pretty decent little catalog here.
Does she have a current picture of her by any chance?
Yeah, here you go. You wanna see what she looks like?
Yeah, just like because I don't want to see what she looks like as a little child.
Oh, you want to see her as a child?
No.
you weirdo. you weirdo.
I exactly said I don't want to see her as a child. Oh, thank God. Oh, she grew. Oh, I see. Yeah, she grew. Okay, I see how she grew. Okay, I look at Anna. Okay, so I feel like she gets portrayed a lot as she looks like she has the face of the military expert or analysis person.
She could be Oracle.
Oh, dude, I feel like she could be spoiler. I see a spoiler.
She's way too old. You mean like an old spoiler? Like a grown spoiler?
Well, yeah, but man, okay. So how about this? You know what? Let's put Anna in a role. Marvel and DC. For Marvel, I'm throwing her in as Mockingbird.
Most people don't even know who she is.
So what? I'm looking at her, and you'll look her up. I'm putting her in as Mockingbird for Marvel, and for DC. Yeah, man, I might have to throw her as a Black Canary, huh? Are you serious? Look at her. You don't see the Mockingbird with her hanging out with Hawkeye in that joint for Marvel, and you don't see her as a. Come on, man. What do you? I feel like she's got some, All
right, whatever. Shout out to Anna Klumsky.
Yeah, I don't want to give a shout out. Like thank God. So it's good.
Listen, dude, just because you think she's hot doesn't mean that she can be in all your superhero movies.
She'll be in every single one of them.
Is she your new, what's your girl that you got a big crush on?
Jennifer Connelly, dude.
Yeah, is she your new Jennifer
There's
Connelly?
no other Jennifer Connelly, dude. It's always her. So let me tell you how
It's always her.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just being, the wife knows what's up too, dude. So I'm going to be straight up with everybody and just so you know. For the future, and I'm gonna have to post some pictures on my own Twitter. Like, whoa, cricket! We had the cobwebs out of Uncle Oz Twitter for one picture, weirdo. It is like Jennifer Connelly, Cree Summers, and then Anna Klumsky. I'm gonna put her up there.
You just put Anna Klumsky up there, dude. Where's Sanaa Lathan?
Oh yeah, she's wait, Sanaa Lathan. Wait, oh my God,
Love and Basketball, Alien vs Predator. I mean, like, I could be wrong, but she's...
Hold on. No.
She is definitely... I know she's not the first, but modern times, I don't know how many black chicks are stars of sci-fi movies.
Well, so, dude, her thing is...
And she did that.
But do you know how dope she is, though? Because
I know how dope she is. Sorry. Absolutely
to the general... Not just, like, her acting, man. She comes from legacy. Her dad is a big-time old Sanford and Son director. And so she grew up around those chops. And so she so she said, let me do these roles so I can do my other roles. And the other underground little secret is your girl, Sister Knight.
Oh yeah, I like her too.
Yo, she had to do a bunch of like bullshit roles so she could be doing her shit when she wants to do her shit. I love all that, man.
No, I
both them ladies up in my tears too, man.
Her name is Simone Missick.
Sister Knight?
Yeah.
No, that is not her name.
Misty Knight?
No.
Sister Knight.
Sister Knight's son.
You said Sister Knight. I went to Misty Knight.
Your obsession went somewhere else.
Oh, I do like
Regina King, son.
No, I do like Misty Knight.
Oh, Misty Knight is dope. But
I do like Misty
They should have used her. They should have.
I think she's fine.
She's dope, but Regina
King
is dope too, though.
Regina King's tight. Regina King's
super
tight.
tight. Dude.
No, I mean like tight is like she's really good at her craft. At both of them, acting, directing.
Yes, but she's super hot too.
She's pretty. She ain't on the other two levels. She ain't on the level that we just mentioned of Sanaa or Missy.
Well, Sanaa is just she got that. She got that crazy dope.
Yeah, she's not up there.
And your girl from Old Guard too. She's
Charlize Theron?
Nah, sister girl from Old Guard.
Really? Over Charlize?
Well, Charlize is always on that shit, dude. Because her whole thing was a little South African. Had a fit in the bank on purpose so that she could attract attention. And they were like, Adrian was like, "Here's my number, dude." And she's like, "I'm gonna play the game too."
Hey, that's an African that'll get off.
Oh, yo,
that's an African that'll get off right there.
Hey, she's like, the whole world is Africa.
She all for it. She
And-
all for
and by the
it.
way, and by the people, you can joke all you want to. She did adopt a baby that was black.
Come on now. She's African.
She's African.
She's African.
She's like, what? She's like, say something. I'm African and I adopted.
I bet you so many people don't even know she's African.
Well, they want to assume that.
They think you have to be black to be African.
Well, dude,
and that's not true.
Well, I had a friend back in Alaska, really awesome skater, just loves motorcycles. His family is from South Africa. You know, and people forget about that. No, you can talk about the colonialism and all that other stuff, but like people forget. And there's a whole Zimbabwe. I had another person who I worked with back in the day. Her parents were farmers and from Zimbabwe, and they were white, and they lived there. And their whole craziness was just like that. I don't want to disrespect anybody, but they were just like, that's when that weirdo leader was just like, all the white farmers, your land is going to be taken from you because we're going to give it to black people, whether you know how to farm or not. And the white farmers are like, that's cool, but dude, I get what you're saying, but we know how to farm the land. And so that caused a significant drop in food production for Zimbabweans. That's stupidness.
Yep. All right, let's move on.
You did not want me to go full circle.
No, I was really hoping that you were going to cut that story off. Because who knows how long that one would have went. Especially you in history. No one's got time for that. Or this show would have been history.
We just halfway went around the sun, dude. I'm trying to get
no.
that gravitational pull.
That wasn't even half. That was a tenth.
Imagine Superman traveling. Imagine Christopher Reeves traveling in reverse to real fast. That's
okay. Any other thoughts on Suicide Squad?
Well, I'm just kind of thinking, even though you changed your clothes, why are you still just dropping balls of sweat?
Probably because your breath is as hot as it is outside. Every time you open your mouth, I swear it smells like weasel.
No, that is a good point taken, and that is
so like right now when you're talking, more sweat comes off. Yeah, every time you breathe, more sweat comes off. If you turned your mouth the other way, this side of the room would cool off by 20
I don't want to
degrees.
say that's projection, but literally every time you talk, my glasses fog, and you have a shimmer of sweat on you.
Well, that's not bad. You used my joke against me. You tried to flip it, didn't work.
It was sort of like 8 Mile with
you went for it.
But I am just saying, dude, you look like you have sprayed.
Okay, so I'm sweating a lot. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, you keep bringing it up. It's hot. It's hot in the bird box. Okay, you can have my jar.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's hot. Okay, I'm sweating. I'm irritable. I'm frustrated.
Well, the whole issue is just that you in this cardboard hell box you have, you're surrounded by stuff. It's like a hoarder. It's like, hey man, can't get some airflow? No man, I need this stuff. What is it? My fingernail clippings. Wait, what? Hey, you never know. You just never know.
That's not true. Listen, all I have in my garages are some suitcases from when we go out the country. We got some baby stuff.
Yes, but you have 7 of the same sizes.
That's not true. That's not true. The first 2 over here, those are for local travel. The big one over there is actually for out of the country travel.
But they're the same sizes.
No. Again, no, they're not. The one on the left is much larger than the other 2. Can carry a lot more stuff in it.
So, when was the last time you painted?
That I painted?
Yeah, not in an artistic way, but did a working man's paint, maybe paint the house, paint the inside of the house, or something like that.
Oh, I get people to do that.
Okay, cool. So why do you have a paint tray in your garage if you're not painting?
Because I provide the supplies and they paint. And they painted my son's room before he was born a year ago. So we keep, instead of throwing away supplies, we just keep supplies.
It's brand new. I know, just in case you need it. So one more question before we get to the nitty gritty of everything. Camping much?
Do I camp?
Yeah.
No.
Why do you have 4 kerosene?
Because we have a kerosene grill.
Grill much?
My wife does.
When's the last time you guys used the grill?
Probably
when was the last time you guys used the grill knowing what the heat wave we've been in?
Well, because we had 80-degree weather about a week or two ago. Probably about a week or two ago.
What's your grill?
Just some burgers, hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
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 That thing has dust on it, dude. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
And let me ask you this. When's the last time you've been in your garage?
I don't have a garage.
Exactly. Let's move on.
All right, dude. All right. So
exactly. Let's move on.
So
why are we still on my garage?
Because what is a newborn lounger?
So we can't have more kids? We can't have it. So what you're saying is we can't keep that in case we want more kids.
So you guys have a convenience store just in case you have. That's what it is.
So wait a minute.
It's an old timer sharecropper store. Like, you can't buy anything from here. You need to buy something from here. I'm like, dude.
If we have a child, we had the newborn stuff.
If we have a child, I need this king size bed over there. That's just the mattress frame.
First of all, that is for when we move and go into our spare bedroom. We don't have to buy another bed. Why would we buy another bed and get rid of this one? We have a perfectly good bed just sitting in the garage.
I'm not judging, dude. I'm just observating, man. Because if you gave me $50 when the weather's cooler and 3 hours, I would make this a functional space where you could do your podcast still, and you could still have much more room for storage.
Yeah, I don't think you would.
3 Christmas trees.
First of all, are you serious? Are you really coming at the reefs that go on the door? There's 2 reefs. There's 2 doors. Seriously? Do you not decorate at your house?
What's a house?
That explains a lot too. And as far as the Christmas trees go,
no. I want to apologize because every time I ask you about this, you get anxiety and you start sweating, and then I
start sweating, dude. Look at your forehead right now. You worried about me? By the way, everyone, we switched spots, and now Uncle Oz is he's getting a little dose of the heat I went through.
It's because all of this stuff.
No. Don't make no excuse now. Now that you're over there, don't make no excuse about all that stuff.
All this stuff,
because before that, it was just me.
So I want you all to imagine.
Can we get back to the show? Nobody cares about my garage.
Do you guys remember? For those of us who are old enough to remember when they used to advertise those old time space blankets from NASA that didn't work?
Nobody remembers that.
That were silver, reflective, and orange.
Nobody listening to this show knows what you're talking about.
But I bet you, I will promise you, Phil
doesn't. Don't bring Phil into this.
Bernie and Phil, I promise you.
Who?
I Benny and Phil, I promise you this much. You will get a comment from both those cats, and they'll be like, "Yeah, we remember those space blankets." And we got 4 of them in our house each.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Dude, okay. Hey, Benny, Phil. No, sorry. Everyone, including Benny and Phil.
This is Uncle Oz is giving a PSA to everyone over 60. He's giving the call. This is a call to arms.
He's not over 60. This is just a verifier, not a call to arms. I'm not trying to instigate anything, but I want for those. This is hashtag those who know.
Ooh, okay. I like that hashtag.
Okay. So Benny, Phil, everybody. So yeah. So literally, my point being a roundabout. So to say how they get to a roundabout story is just to say, this dude has 7 of those lined up here, and it just radiates heat. It is literally like this. If Superman was in here, he's like, "Oh my God, I'm getting all this solar radiation. I mean, my cells are full." You know.
So what you're saying is the skinny Superman from The Dark Knight Returns could come in this garage and get powered up.
When that dude jetted and left, he came here. Your boy from 0 Point, their skinny Superman who was locked up, and he was like, "Friend, leave," and he left. That dude jetted here. He said, "Oh, I feel a draw somewhere." Now that dude is all swollen up and stuff right now, dude.
Oh man! All right. Yeah. So
hello, technical difficulty.
Well,
it's hot.
Well, so we decided.
Brother Scott's computer started melting. It seriously started sweating as much as he did. I was like, "Hey, is it natural for water to be pouring out of your computer?" And you were like, "Yo, man, leave me alone, dude."
So we not only was the actual heat in the garage getting to me, but the heat that Uncle Oz was throwing at me, the shots that were fired seemed to have taken a toll, and I needed to come inside. So
you looked faint, dude. I know we were inside, and by the way, I just want to say this: Brother Scott's house is beautiful, and not just because it has AC.
It's definitely a plus.
It's at a treat, but it's a beautiful house. But I would say, dude, take this opportunity to drink some water, because the amount of liquid that was coming from your body was unnatural. And I know you're dehydrated.
I'm not dehydrated because I had plenty of water in there.
Dude, you just look dehydrated. You look flushed.
Okay. All right. Back to the Suicide
This
Squad.
guy wanted me to do a podcast in a sweat hall, and he said, "Hey, Uncle Oz, I got this great idea. We're gonna do
That's not true.
podcast
That's not true because I
in a
asked
sweat
him
sauna."
because I asked him where he wanted to do it, and he said the garage.
And I said, "Hey, yo, man, did you fix that AC in your garage?" You're like, "Cricket." I was like, "Wait, is the silence meaning yes?" And you're like, "I don't know how to answer that."
Okay. I said okay.
You're like, "Just come over." I was like, go, come on over, dude."
All right. Well, now we're in AC. We're
I'm
nice
cold, dude. All the sweat.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit chilly.
Well, all the sweat from my body from the inside has drenched my shirt. Now it's like I got a cold. Now I feel like I'm a polar bear. Like a cold shirt.
Do you need another shirt?
No, I want to wear one of your shirts because I literally saw you go through 7 shirts already.
First of all, it was 2 tank tops,
Hold on, bro.
tank tops, a white tee.
Hold on, bro. You had 2 shirts on earlier, then you had 2 tank tops on, and then
I did not have 2 shirts on. I had a white tee, my 2 tanks, and now I have this take a knee shirt.
Okay, so how many shirts? That's representing. Thank you. How many shirts have you had on?
That's
far?
4.
Okay, so
that's 4 shirts.
Hey, we ain't finished yet.
Well, we're in the AC now, so.
I feel, dude. I feel like you're right by a candle. It can't happen.
Good to know the wife left a candle running.
Oh, yo, dude, hold on. This guy said, "Hey, I don't feel safe in the garage. Let's go into the house." I was like, "Yo, there's a candle with like 3 huge flames." like seriously, the Human Torch is like, "Yo, dude, I'm proud of you guys."
People are probably listening to this. Anyone who's heard this episode for the first time, like, so this is what these guys talk about? The goddamn garage?
Dude, no. We don't talk about garage. We talk about the heat in the garage. There's a difference. There's a big difference.
That and black men's lip sweat.
Oh, I can tell you like this. I'll talk about garages all day, but what I have to insist on talking about to kind of make that change is when my co-host is, "Hey, yo, how you feel about doing a show on I don't know, man, Venus?"
Okay, you were supposed to be here at 10 o'clock in the morning. You didn't show up till 11.
Oh, wait, hold on. You said, "Hey, can we do a show on it's a live show. It's on Mercury. Hear me out. It's on Mercury.
Mercury?
And also,
Mercury.
Don't worry about my upper lip sweat." I was like, dude, seriously, it filled up a pint glass.
Okay, well, let's also throw when we switch spots.
Okay,
you got a little bit hotter.
It was because I was like, man, don't they have OSHA regulations? Okay. If you have a convenience store, if you have a convenience store, shouldn't you at least be able to have AC in your store?
Nope.
How can you be selling merchandise and not have AC, dude?
Because we're not selling anything.
Yo, I saw prices on your thing, dude.
That's because they're brand new.
Yo, I said, "What is this?" You said, "Don't touch it unless you're going to buy it, dude." That's exactly what you said out your mouth.
Okay, that's because this stuff is brand new and there's still resale value to it.
Okay. You said, "Yo, I had 3 people on eBay looking at this, man. So are you making an offer? I was like, no. I said, that's a nice design, dude.
Listen, while you're making jokes, never forget Amazon started out of a garage. Listen, all right, let's move on.
And Jeff Bezos had a lot more hair, too, when he started the garage.
No, he
too.
didn't.
No. He had a weirdo, like one of those weirdo bald in the top things when he was selling books at the thing. But no. That dude was like, Amazon, the largest river. I'm going to do that. I get him, man. He was flying in the penis plane.
Obviously, you don't.
And dude, I get it when you fly into space in the penis. I know what you're saying.
What's he saying? He's a flying dick,
dude. Okay, hey, dude.
Was what he was really saying was he's a big fan of the Flying Graysons.
No. What he was really saying was like, fuck y'all, dude. In the height of a pandemic, I'm gonna be up in the space, son, in the stratosphere, because I can.
Cocks up.
You know, you're like, cocks up. You know, hey, oh, by the way, oh my God, you have 2 parachutes? They look like balls. I know.
Dude, we have... So now the conversation has gone from black man lip sweat, elevators, garages, body sweat.
Jeff
Bezos and flying dick ships.
And we're going to bring it all full circle because Jeff Bezos has Amazon Prime. And today I was watching the new Transformer that had Optimus Prime in it.
And that has nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
Hey, easy.
Optimus Prime and Amazon Prime and all the primes have nothing to do.
I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this way in the best way possible. Please don't get upset with me. You need a candy bar or some water because you're shaking.
I'm not shaking.
You're angry and you're shaking.
I'm not shaking.
I think you need some electrolytes.
I'm not shaking.
You need some electrolytes.
But when drunk people just start saying ridiculous things, because let's not forget, you had a margarita in the garage.
Well, that wasn't really a margarita. That was like, I don't think I want to do that again.
Hey, look, maybe that's why you weren't sweating. Maybe I should have had that drink you had.
I feel like that thing was like, they're like, we have no health insurance, but we're going to give you this drink and you're in the Sahara. You'll be fine. Saudi Arabia, they're like, okay, I don't know about that, dude. I don't know if it was all that wasn't good, so I'm not going to do that anymore. I need some lime in that scurvy.
I don't think we're going to get good feedback on this episode.
Oh, I promise we'll be there. Hey, man, I got some good tips for how to rearrange my garage from this dude, man.
All right, let's
cautionary tale.
So real quick, what are you ranking Suicide Squad? That's because that's where this whole thing started. At the 15-minute mark was what we thought about Suicide Squad.
I'm going to give Suicide Squad it's a Morgan Freeman. I liked it.
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Well, I won't say what's right under a Morgan Freeman.
Well, there is no right under. We have our ranking scale.
Well, I don't want to give it an MGK.
Okay.
So I think it's a Morgan Freeman if he said one day I will give up my powers for 24 hours. So it's a Morgan Freeman with a bomb implanted in its head, ready to explode at any time. Yeah, but I don't want Amanda Waller having all that power over God. Well, it's got to be something. If it's not a Morgan Freeman, and it has to have something. Let's do a MGK. Wow. With 2 Infinity Gauntlets. Okay, but this. Yeah. Okay. Well, can I do that? No. Why can't I do that? Because what? You can do whatever you want. Yeah. You're cold. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to give it an Iris West. You are not the Flash. So when I said, what is underneath a Morgan Freeman? I said, I'll go over the ranking scale. And you said, no, that's okay. No, you did. That's what you said. Play this back right now. Oh, yeah, you don't know how to edit. So. No, I don't. I do not. We don't do any editing. So I'm going to leave it up and say, I apologize, because if I knew I could have said Iris West, I just messed up, man. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's because of that disgusting tequila drink. Dude. So between you being all the heat in the drink, whatever I was drinking, it soaked up a lot of sweat and alcohol. Because man, I was like, why are you sweating so much? You're like, it's hot. I'm like, no, I don't feel anything. I literally don't feel anything. I ain't never seen
I ain't never seen nobody stand in no heat and not sweat one bit like you just did
Oh
in
my
that
God,
90
dude,
degree, in that 200-degree garage.
And we're in the house right now, and the only reason you knew that you had candles because I like literally picked up a candle, and this was like, oh yeah, this ain't hot. But anyway, you had the candles going. You're like, yo, dude, you should be doing that. You done burn yourself, bro.
All right, let's move on. We still got What If and Titans to get to. Let's read Phil's question. We're going to have to power through this one.
Let's talk about Suicide Squad. Dude, you can't do that because you need all the fluid you can have in your body until you get some water in your body.
Also, if you want to hear my review of Suicide Squad, you can check it out with Regular Thoughts with Regular Scott on Tuesdays on the Vofer app.
That's stupid.
So,
this guy's a scoundrel.
If you do want to know my thoughts, just check out last Tuesday's Suicide Squad.
So if you want to know my thoughts, not on this show, which our dear friend Phil coined regular thoughts. No. Find me on Vover so you can hear some of my other regular thoughts. Like and subscribe. Not on this show, but on the next one. I get you, dude. It's cool.
Shout out to Phil. Let's listen to Phil's voicemail.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hey, it's your boy Phil calling in to do my regular conversations of regular thought and the Ozzy Killmonger conversation. Since school has begun for most of the kids, my question would be, I want a grand total of 10. If you were a kid and had to go to one of the schools between Marvel and DC, which ones would you go to, and who would you pick to teach your favorite subject from there? Hope to hear from you all soon. Have a good time, and can't wait to hear from you guys on the podcast, and I hope everything's all right with you guys. And I'll give both y'all a Morgan Freeman. Peace.
All right, Oz, look like you got your first Morgan Freeman of the year.
You know what? In response to that, thank you, Phil. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you very much.
That's what I thought.
I love this question, by the way. It's a super good one.
Yeah, real good question, especially with school starting. Oz, what school are you going to?
Let's do Marvel because
it's Marvel and DC.
Well, let's start with Marvel. Saying that.
Let's do it this way. Let's do 5 and 5.
Yeah, I love that.
And then we'll just pick one school though.
Sure, but yeah, I have my schools lined up for Marvel already.
No, I mean between the one school that Marvel and DC go to. So it's going to be one school.
It's bang bang.
Yeah, but one school though.
Bang bang.
Out of both universes, we only pick one school.
No, but we should do. You should give.
We're gonna do 5 Marvel teachers, 5 DC teachers, but only one school. So you have to pick one school to go to.
Okay,
and all the teachers can be at your school.
But I think it's worth talking about the schools that are there, dude. It's worth it because there's a bunch of schools.
Well, we can absolutely still go over them, but I
get you.
You know what I mean? Just one foundation, and then we can just bring the teachers in. But what are some of the schools that you kind of wanted to touch on?
Right off the bat, the schools I think about are Strange Academy, the Hellion School, which is the counterpoint to the New Mutant School for Xavier. I also just think off the bat, Avengers Academy. You had mentioned Dick Grayson's School for Assassins. You know.
How you gonna take the one I just gave you?
And then I said how you mentioned, and then I got Titans Academy, dude.
I can't think of that Marvel. There's a Marvel one, and I can't think of what it's something Academy, and I can't think of what it is.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, man. So there's stuff.
And obviously, probably the most famous school. I think arguably the most famous school in comics, Xavier's School for the Gifted.
Absolutely, beautiful school.
Would you argue that's the most famous school in comics?
Yes.
In all comics?
I think it's the most famous, recognizable school in comics, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know there is an anime that is in a classroom where they like pretty much teach you about assassins. My Hero Academia is pretty much set in a classroom, and they go over being a hero and whatnot.
What does that have to do with Marvel and DC?
Not a thing.
Okay,
not a thing.
Just
throwing out more schools. Just throwing out more schools. What's another school of heroes? The Dynamo 5, wasn't that a school?
Yes.
Dynamo 5 was another school. Not Marvel and DC again. Just like random. It's a comic I had from Uncle Oz. I know there's another one, man. There was a sci-fi TV show based on a comic about a school.
Well, there was
like Deadly Class or
it was
Class.
Deadly. It was. I was literally going to say that. It was Deadly Class, like School of Assassins.
Yeah. So there's that. So there's a whole bunch of schools, but yeah. So what teachers you going with?
Xavier.
Charles is a good choice. I'm actually going to stick with the X team, and I was going to say I was going to go with Storm.
Cyclops.
Oh wow, you're sticking with the Marvel. The X-Men.
We'll get through.
Sticking with the X-Men. I'm going to stray a little. Actually, no, I'm going to stick with the X-Men too. I'm going to go with Hank McCoy.
I would say Captain America is one of the best teachers you could ever have.
I need to stick with my culture. I need to learn about my culture. I want Black History Month more than once a month. I don't want Black History Month
every day.
Yeah. So I need Shuri.
Ooh.
And she could teach science.
Kitty Pryde.
Okay. You sticking with the X-Men, huh?
I like them because X-Men are good teachers.
No doubt. I can't deny any of that. And
forgot one of the most famous schools.
Somebody who I actually think would be a decent teacher who's not a teacher, but who I think would be a good teacher. Peter Parker.
Yes, and then I would say Stick.
What is he going to teach you?
Stick from the guy who runs the school that fights the hand.
No, I know, but what is he teaching you at this school?
He's teaching you martial arts and how to survive. Well, Stick would be an awesome one.
Oh, I thought we were doing like actual school. I didn't know this was like
he has this. That's his school.
Yeah, but what?
Remember that it's a school that how they train people to fight.
I know. I thought we were just doing like subjects you really do at school. You don't learn how to fight at school.
Depends on the school, dude.
What school teaches a fighting class?
Xavier's school teaches you how to fight.
I'm talking about real school.
Oh, okay. Well, come on, dude. We're back to like so we are going to put our people in that category because
Well, no, that's fine. I just want to know what he was going to teach you. If it's like a gym, if it's like a self-defense class or something like that, that would work. I didn't know you were doing like comic classes. Yeah. I thought we were doing like real. Okay, comic class. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we have to because Phil asked for DC and Marvel.
I interpret it as he was like in the real world, but this is more. You're saying it's more in the comic world.
Well, I don't know. I would still have like these people are still good.
I agree with all your teachers. I was just wondering what Stick was teaching besides how to break somebody's neck.
To be clear, my brain, tequila. So, Stick would teach. He would be the one teaching self-defense / tactile sensory perception.
So he would be the extracurricular classes.
I don't know about that because I think he. Well, you can say that in a way because everybody has to have I got to have yoga or gym, so he'd be that dude. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll go with sticking with. I need a head guy who everyone can kind of go to if there's a big problem. So that's where I think Reed Richards comes in.
Hawkeye teaches archery for extracurricular.
Your school's getting pretty violent over there.
Yeah, dude.
We're getting pretty violent over there.
I don't want no jerk. I don't know half-ass teaching me all this stuff, man. I want the real deal.
And my counselor, my anger management counselor, will be Bruce Banner.
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth!
My anger, for counselor, I would probably have, I ain't trying to be a jerk, but I would have Scarlet Witch teach a class.
What? Witchcraft? Wizardry?
Witchcraft 101, dude.
Yo, what is going on at your school?
Hey, my school is. Hey, if it's my school is going to be dope.
All right.
My school is going to be dope.
All right.
Captain America will be teaching. Like, what are you teaching? Strategy and tactical weapons.
Let's give our DC.
Okay, Batman.
I'm going to go. Well, my guy, Mr. Terrific.
Lady Shiva.
You're a dickhead.
You sleep, son.
You're a dickhead.
You gotta sleep. Can't sleep.
What is Batman going to teach? What is Batman teaching, and what is Lady Shiva teaching?
Lady Shiva is teaching.
Because you have stick there for self-defense already.
Lady Shiva is strictly teaching, and I'll say it, women's self-defense.
So men can't take her class.
Nope.
So you have so you are going to have the greatest martial artist in the world not allowed to teach men.
Yes,
that's sexist.
Yeah,
that is sexist.
Scream up and but I'm saying, due to society, she would just be teaching an all women's course on self-defense. And by the way, it's 2 semesters long.
She wouldn't do that because she wants to fight the best, male or female.
Well,
she wouldn't do that.
Guess what? I picked Lady Shiva.
Okay, you're right.
You're right. So you can pick somebody and you can tell me what they wouldn't do all day long. Okay,
you're right.
All right, thank you.
But I do want to make it.
And I do want to say your turn is soon. Okay. Let me explain what.
But I just want to say that she would not do that because she wants to fight the best. She does not care male or female.
Right. I do want to say
you're right.
I do want to say
it's your pick.
It's your pick. And so.
You're not right.
No. This time I'm pretty right. Yeah, because I picked her. So, you know.
All right.
So,
all right.
To answer your original question.
No, it's okay. We already answered it 3 times.
What would Batman teach and what would Lady Shiva teach? Because you interrupted me before I got to Batman. So Lady Shiva would teach a 2-semester course on women only self-defense.
So what if they took the stick course?
Oh, I don't care. They're just.
You can't take both, though.
Says who?
Hold on. What?
I picked them.
So you would allow somebody to take 2 self-defense classes in the same semester?
Stick is open to all genders. Lady Shiva is a women's only self-defense class. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
So what you're saying is women can get 2 self-defense classes, but men are only allowed to get 1. So
what I'm saying is the potential is if a woman took Stick's class and then took
you are saying women can have 2 and men only get 1.
And then took Lady Shiva's class, that woman would be kicking ass everywhere.
Okay, but you are saying that men are not giving the same rights as women at this school. Is that what we're doing?
That's not true.
Because you just said that the women would be allowed to take 2 self-defense classes, but the men would only be allowed to take 1.
I'm not finished with my. Hold on, bro. 2 points, real quick. I'll try to make it real quick. I promise. So, you ain't let me tell me what Batman was going to be teaching. First of all, and second is, dude. Men can take as many courses in self-defense courses, but I'm just telling you what Lady Shiva's course is. So when you pick up your syllabus and your curriculum, you say, "Oh man, oh my god, dude, what class am I gonna roll? I got like 13 more credits before I get my thing." You can choose to go. I'm gonna hit stick. You can choose that, but if you're a woman, to me, you're allowed to do the Lady Shiva thing. And it's now, if you're a dude, you could take the Creepers self-defense course that I have lined up. It's fine. But in my thing,
imagine Michael Jordan, running a basketball camp and saying that women aren't allowed in my basketball camp.
Well, guess what? He shouldn't be allowed to do that as a dude. There's a tier.
Yeah, but you. But that's you're completely. Imagine if Michael Jordan said that.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because he's the greatest he's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
Why would the greatest athlete, fighter, whatever sport they are, choose to only help one sex?
Think in your head. Really marinate on it if you don't have an answer for it. It makes perfect sense for why Lady Shiva would choose to only teach women in a course. I see it plain as day.
So would you see Michael Jordan only teaching men how to play basketball?
No, but would I see Michael Jordan?
Because that is literally what you just.
No,
that,
it's not.
That is
it's
essentially
not
what
the same thing, dude. It's not. It's not. We live in a racist and sexist society. We do.
We do, but that is literally what you're doing, though. That is, you are literally saying that men cannot learn from the best fighter in the world.
Well, then you're really going to hate T'Challa teaching his.
Well, T'Challa's a Marvel, so
you're really going to hate. Okay, well then you really hate.
It's not your pick,
Mr.
either.
Terrific teaching
I already picked him.
You'll really hate Black Lighting teaching.
You'll get to somebody.
Yeah. Throw it down the line. Throw it down the line. So you're going to really hate Black Lightning teaching only courses for minorities that would deal with physics and electronics. I know you're
no.
And guess what? You don't got to go to my school, dude.
Hold on, but why would I hate Black Lightning teaching a class of only minorities? First of all,
what's the difference between Lady Shiva only teaching women?
No, that's what I'm about to say. Why would you set Black Lightning up to have a class that only black kids can go to?
I'm just saying, man.
Like, what kind of school are you running over there? What kind of divide are we teaching?
I'm running a school about. I'm not running a school about equality.
Okay.
I'm not. It's not. Because you know what? Equality is a goal. I get it. It's like Shangri-La or the oasis in the desert. I'm teaching a school about equity. I'm talking about equity. Okay. Equality and equity are two separate things.
Very different.
Equality says, hey, everybody has a right to come to the baseball game. Mm-hmm. But there's only steps at the baseball game to get there. So if you're in a wheelchair, you're like, yo, how am I supposed to get up in these steps here, dude? Or if they're saying, you know what, everyone's allowed in these baseball games and you can see the most amazing people, but there's only steps and there's only dudes playing in the baseball thing. That it's still fine. It's okay. But equity said, being equitable says, hey, sorry, I'm pumping. So having equity means, let's put in some ramps so that people who are, even if you want to walk, you can still walk up a ramp. But it will give people in wheelchairs a chance to go. Oh, dude, hey, let's put in some female players who are just as good as these other players because I know everybody wants to see it. So let me just finish real quick. So my school, and it's my school, I don't need your money. I don't need the government's money either. I won't take a dime for you or anybody who doesn't want to go to my school. My school will be funded by people who want to deal with being equitable. Equality sucks, dude. So back in the day, there was that whole Plessy versus Ferguson thing, which is separate but equal. He just left. So back in the day, there was Plessy versus Ferguson, which was like, hey, separate but equal, right? But then we had Brown v. Board of Education, historic, Thurgood Marshall, right? So that said, hey, black kids have the right to go to your school, you know. But that wasn't the fight. It wasn't the fight to get the right to go to your school. The fight was to have access to the same books you do, have access to the same loans and stuff that you do, have access to the same ways that your schools get funded. That's the thing. I don't want to nobody wants to be in the same place just to be like, well, I'm here, I'm in there. I don't want to be at the table just to be at the table. I want to be at the table contributing, and that's what it's all about. That's what equity is. Equality is just saying, here's your thing. I have 12 spots. Let's give 6 spots to these people who know where. It's about equity.
However you want to rant about it and twist it up.
All you're saying donuts before you get your.
All you're saying is that men are not allowed to learn as much as women.
Well, so
you are hindering men learning as much as women.
I'm not.
If they can't learn from the best, you can't learn the best.
Well, hold on. Here, let me
You literally are picking.
Well, you're not seeing this thought out.
No,
So, no. Well, let me finish. Let
me finish once.
Okay. Because you're putting words in my mouth, and I want to put my own words in my own mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
You are, because you just told me what the school is, and so to your point,
I guess you're not gonna let me
finish. I'm not. Cause I'll wrap up real quick for you. To your point,
you just lied again.
There is no one hindering men learning from the best. You know why? Because if these women choose to train other men what they've been taught from Lady Shiva, and you don't. By the way, my school, you are straight up doing what people are doing about critical race theory. Getting all upset about a gender you don't even know. You don't even know what Lady Shiva's syllabus is, dude. She could be teaching like Zen meditation.
So a man can't learn to meditate?
Why can't Lady Shiva teach it to these women, and the women can teach it to any man they want?
Why can't the men just go and learn from the best? I don't.
You still are learning from the best.
You're not learning. No, you getting a secondhand teaching is not the same as learning from the person themselves.
So if you were,
let's do coaching. Let's just. I've been coaching for 10 years. Let's say I've been to some camps and stuff and learned from college coaches, and I've taught my kids that stuff. They would. Even as good as I think I am, and I'm pretty confident in my abilities.
Yeah, you are.
They will learn from me, but whatever they learn from me, they would learn it better from the person who taught me.
Well,
because
you know
they taught me, so they have secrets that I don't have.
I would just have to say, this tough shit.
Okay,
that's tough shit.
And that's fine. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
Hold on. I've been saying that from the beginning, but
you've been trying to defend it.
No. Hold on. I've been saying it, and you've been trying to like offend it. It's not me defending it. You've been trying to find some way to be offended. I'm like, hey, yo, dude. Once again, I know where my source funding comes from. Now, your school, you can beg the government to fund you. And my school ain't no charter school either.
No,
so I'm just saying.
We're not a public school.
All right, so that's what I'm saying, man. So you know what?
We allow the women, the men, black, white, any race. You're all in the same classroom. You can all learn the same classes. We don't exclude anyone from any classes.
Yeah, you just said you're all in the same race. I wonder if all aliens too, right?
All aliens.
Good. Hey,
it could be anything.
That is awesome. I would just say this. Once again,
you can go to his school and be excluded and put in the groups, or you can come to my school and come to the melting pot.
Yeah,
and just be amongst.
And I do want you to go, because if you go to my school, you're going to get a salad bowl. A delicious salad bowl. Now, if you go to his school, you're getting some fondue. It's a melting pot where everybody's all melted together. You don't know who's who and what's up. I thought you were teaching this class. No, I thought you were teaching. You're getting some delicious salad from mine. It's a salad bowl.
We do have a fondue machine at our school.
Oh, I know you do.
we do have a fondue machine.
So, regular Scott, when the class begins? Because we're just dipping cheese and chocolate. I want to learn something. Well, okay, everybody plays a role, because
men over here to the left, women over here to the right.
Right, that's right.
Blacks in the back.
That's right. Lettuce to the left, tomatoes to the right, bacon bits to the salad. Oh, hey, steak bits. I didn't know you wanted to come in. You can come in too, son. Come on in. Oh, cheese is kind of crazy, but you can come in. Everybody has a place here. Come on in. Come on in.
Let's finish our DC. People.
Man, I'm so happy, man, because I was over at Regular Scott's melting pot, dude. That wasn't cool.
Who did you pick before Batman, Lady Shiva? All right, I got Mr. Terrific. My second pick is
in the melting pot. Who's in the melting pot? My second pick is Clayface.
No, my second pick will actually be Vandal Savage.
Okay.
He can literally teach anything.
That's beautiful.
But he's only teaching the men.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just...
Hold on. This dude shot his daughter's lover. So of course he's only teaching the men. This dude, you ain't far-fetched on that, Vandal Savage. Man, give me a break, dude.
Stop.
So before I teach anything, you must have these little starfish behind your ear.
No, what he's gonna do is, so just so you know, excuse me, Cassie and Steve, Mike, can y'all come up here? I just wanted y'all to know I'm your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
And school policy says I can't teach you because of nepotism.
Teach you, so you have to go to Uncle Oz's school,
dude.
and learn from Stick.
This dude said, Vandal Savage, your grades will be ready in 50 years. What?
Who's your next Marvel pick? DC pick.
Jeez, DC. Man, I feel like I would have Alfred teach, of course. Alfred would teach, in my cradle. Well, I guess you must only be a butler.
I guess it was you teaching black people.
Oh, see, you're the racist, dude.
Shots fired, dude. That was so wrong.
Yeah, it's yourself, dude.
So wrong.
This is so wrong.
Shoot that motherfucker.
No. No.
God, dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man. Hey, Philip. Listen.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Listen,
I couldn't help myself.
Hey,
I shouldn't have said it.
I want to say this, and once again to all my people, but to Benny and Philip, just a thought. So, I've been trying to put some historical context in my things. Oh. This dude is just randomly doing some racist shots fired. Well, you gotta be black because it's Alfred, huh? I was like, what? Huh? Because, and my thought, again, because he cut me off, was that Alfred could teach on the spot medical training. He could also just be like, he'd be there to teach a lot of stuff. And actually, he would be, I'm teaching etiquette and on the spot medical training, and you speak making dope, dude. My school is training the future, man. This dude, his melting pot. Once we rinse you off from the fondue, we'll put a place for you. Vandal, do you have any words? I'll say something in a year. Yo, I'm trying to connect with Professor Savage. I've been waiting on this Zoom call for 3 days.
Barry Allen.
Who?
Barry Allen.
Oh. And today's class, yo, can you slow down? I can't take notes. Well, you should. Mr. Allen, here your professor's review.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Iris West. The lovely Iris West.
Barry won't be able to teach class today because we are the Flash. No. I signed up for Mr. Allen to teach. No, we
are Mr. Allen.
We will be teaching this Zoom class. No, I know Miss West, but I said Mr. Allen.
Somebody said on Twitter, they put a video of like, one of the videos is like the Flash, and apparently like all the people in the Flash family are speedsters. So like they brought like all the sons and stuff. Wally was there. Bart was there. The daughter, Iris had powers again. And they started like having sword battles with the white speedster, Godspeed, and they have it like lightsaber battles. And somebody said, when did the Flash get bad? And I replied, the day that Iris West told Barry that we are the Flash.
See, and this dude straight up, he didn't need to reply to anything. Once again, he didn't need to reply to a thing. Could have just look at that Twitter, that little meme, be like, haha, that's funny. Nope. He had to let my fingers start doing some walking. Dude.
Shout out to Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matt Hardy.
He's not Matt Hardy. We are Matt Hardy. This dude, he gonna get some old crotchety man upset at him. I'm gonna pin your twit. I'm like, dude, yo, go through all. Hey, Matt, go through all of our techniques and pin all of them. Give us some free presses. Teach you a lesson. I'm like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
I will say, I did pick up like 50 followers.
Yeah, dude, this dude. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna make you gain 50. How's it feel to have 50 plus followers? Feels pretty good. Feels good.
I did. I will say, some people did leave some good burns. There were some pretty good ones in there.
Dude, but you need to get the death threats and everything like this.
Okay, I did. Now there was, if you know what I'm talking about, me and Matt Hardy had a little Twitter thing a few weeks ago. Got some death threats from some of his good fans, and he pinned my tweet a little bit. So
yeah, people, I'm gonna send you a DM. And before you reply, I'm going to block it. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, guess what? I'm going to tell your parents, don't feed you the food and to lock your basement door, dude. Whoa, that's you're being real mean right now.
All right. I think we're gonna wrap up our DC teachers, and next week will just be all Titans, All Marvel what if.
Yeah, we have to because we ain't get time for this. This dude sit up there.
That's because you spent 30 minutes talking about my garage.
Well, no. It's because you sitting there, you attacking me in any way you can. Whoa, you mean you're not going to have any men in your classroom for Lady Shiva? Feels kind of sexist, bro. I'm like, cool. My school, I don't care.
Okay, but then you went into a 10-minute tirade trying to defend it.
Oh, that's my problem.
That's my problem.
It is literally my issue, and I'm working on it. I promise you, every day, like every single day, I'm working on it, like one step at a time. Hey, Stro. Hey, I feel a little. Hey, call your support dude. Okay, hey man, you got time to talk? Yeah, hopefully, yeah, cool, yeah. I feel like I have to defend my shit when I should just be like, guess what? I ain't have no men and women in any of my classes.
You know what? The women can't come either. You got to be an alien.
Guess what? You got to be you have to. You got to be a goat, the greatest of all time. No, you have to be a goat to be in my class. A real goat. Yeah.
You got to be non-binary.
He's like, can you imagine Michael Jordan, the GOAT? Yeah, I can imagine Michael Jordan as a GOAT in my class, teaching class. And I ain't going to defend shit when I say that anymore. You know what? That's my whole, I'm not going to, you're right. I spend half our show going, well, here's the theory. According to these books and practical application science and all, if you reference episode and issue, no, that's bullshit. It's just like, you know what? This is what I believe. Whoa. Yeah, we sticking to that, and that's it. That's my new thing.
All right, so who's your next DC character?
I ain't got no more DC characters. I don't want to have any more DC characters. No, I do have some more.
Okay, because I was going to say, Phil's not going to give you another Morgan Freeman. You don't finish your assignment.
But the whole point is also, stop defending yourself when you make statements. Now, listen, if you're saying some crazy ass shit,
you need to have a defense ready.
Maybe like if you regular Scott and you just feel like you need to start send out tweets. You know what? This shit's funny. Let me say,
I will. Matt Hardy is elite level when it comes to the Twitter game. So I definitely picked the wrong guy to go.
That was a weird. And I know we need to listen. We do not have a lot of time. We're pressed for time, but. What's up with that dude's life when he picked on you? Like this dude, like you feel like this guy, billionaire pretty boy Matt. Okay?
What it was is that it got to him a little bit.
Oh yeah, but
it got to him a little bit.
He's like, I need to feel good about myself. Let me look through my Twitter and see what. Oh Matt, you're the best. But wait, what did this regular Scott say? Take a knee. What?
That's what I wonder if he looked at it like, what the fuck is taking knee?
Or plan B or B option is he just goes, every weekend I pick a person to pick on. And he just scrolls through
that might be true.
And his finger landed on taking knee. He was like, oh.
Got him.
Pin you.
Well, look, never forget. We met our good friend JD when, I commented on one of their pictures and he said, who the hell is taking knee from
JD was like, oh, shit. I got to ask these fools what the hell this is about.
But Matt, that turned out to be a great friendship with me and JD.
Matt, you've forgotten about us. I hope you've forgotten about us.
He's definitely
moved on. Because if you haven't, it's pretty sad.
He's definitely moved on from us. It's been weeks.
So I'm just saying, like, this dude literally was like, I must make an example out of you.
It's all good. Give me your next DC, dude. We keep going off track.
Okay.
Guy, you want to talk about Matt Hardy? Come on.
Lex Luthor.
Can't wait to see what he's going to do.
Science. He'll just do applied science. That's it. And everybody's welcome, except Superman. No Kryptonians.
Always got to be some type of prejudice in all your classes.
My school is called Alcohol School for Bigots.
There's always got to be somebody excluded in the class.
Like, yes, this is during the 50s. Like, so it was like, no, black people are allowed. No Kryptonians though.
No Kryptonians.
Not in my neighborhood.
Whoa, where are you going?
Whoa, green kryptonite. Hold on.
My brother can come, though.
Yeah.
Brother man can come.
Malcolm X, come on in.
Okay. All right. My next DC, I'm going with...
Terrible choice.
I need a female presence.
Lady Sheep.
No. I can't pick her now. We are actually going to...
Cassandra King.
I'm going to also do a self-defense class, but this is going to be a weapons self-defense class, and this will be taught by Kate Kane.
Black woman?
Yes, Batwoman. You said black woman. I was like, no, she's not black.
I was literally thinking of black.
Oh, that's right. She is black now.
Black woman?
She is black now. I don't know her.
Batwoman?
I don't know her name though.
I don't know her name is.
I don't know her name.
Oh, dude, Kate. She self-defense.
With the guns.
Anybody's open.
Anybody can come. I was thinking about I was actually thinking about making that a female-only guns class.
I hope no one comes to your class except for the Joker. Signed up. Where is everybody else? Oh, I told him not to come.
He's actually going to be my next teacher, so.
Joker.
That's fine, because I'll take Harley.
Nah, I don't want Joker, dude. My next teacher, on the DC side would definitely be
your final one.
Okay. Oh,
no, I'm just saying this should be 5.
The Riddler and a philosophy class. I put thought into this stuff, dude. You're just tooling around, just trying to. Or you. What if you don't tell jokes? You can't get into class. I don't know, dude.
Clayface theater. What do you think about that?
I love that. That's a great one, actually. That's super great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Who's your last one? Your last DC.
Good choice.
Oh, no, we just did them.
I just did my last choice, man. I'm enjoying this delicious donut.
All right, that's enough for you. Philip, we appreciate you.
No, it was good with Philip. And Philip, you and anybody else is welcome in my school, except for Ryler Scott.
And anyone named Scott. Can't even have the name in the building.
Miracle Man. Hey, I'm Scott Free.
Oh, that means Cyclops can't be there.
Fine.
Okay, well, who's replacing him?
Havoc. Yeah, see?
Havoc is nowhere near as good a teacher as Scott.
You're good, right? Because Wolverine would.
Okay, well, you said Havoc. You didn't get No. You don't get the renege on that one.
Let me finish my sentence. I meant to say, you didn't hear me. I said Wolverine wrecking Havoc.
No, that's not what you said.
That's exactly what I said. Dude.
You said Havoc.
Once again, all you've been doing this episode has been words from my mouth. But I'm just like, yo, man, I said Wolverine Havoc.
That's not what you said.
I get no respect for you, dude. Seriously, man. I was like, everyone heard. I was like, well, Havoc, dude.
I wish people could see your face as you tell these lies.
With this white donut powder over
with that Coke line across your lip.
Dude, you got sweaty upper lip, and I got Coke lip. This is a terrible show, dude. It's terrible.
All right, what you got for the final blow? Well, and before you do that, I do apologize again. We will cover Titans.
I promise we're going to cover
1 through 4 next week. What if 1 and 2?
Yes,
but if you do,
they're worth it.
If you do want to know thoughts on Titans 1 and 3, you could check.
Oh boy,
you could check me out every Friday.
Check them out
on the Vover Pop app. Titans After Show. Regular Scott.
Only people on Vover are allowed to listen to my show.
No, that's true. If you're not part of Vover, you can't listen to No. Hey, download the Vover app too and come chat with me at Regular Scott.
Yeah, come chat with
all right, dude, let's wrap this bad boy
man,
up.
Hold on, Tiger. I'm sitting there. Look, I'm inside this dude's house, and this dude has a clock that's like literally 5 foot long, dude. The clock is the size of a wall. I'm like, first of all, where are the batteries for this wall clock? And why do you need a wall clock?
So I mean,
hey, wait, stop. Why do you need a wall clock?
As someone who's watched as much Batman as you have, you seriously don't know what that's for?
Oh, dude, you got all of Gotham in there. It ain't just a Batcave. Because I know what that grandfather clock looked like for the Batcave, and what you got for your wall clock. Yo, Superman's like, where have the Metropolis?
Oh boy! All right, all
right, my final blow. Dude.
No. Real talk though. You have to move the little hand to the 3 and the big hand to the 7.
Dude, there is no little hand on that. What are you talking about? They all look like big hands to me, dude.
3:35 is how you open the door.
No, man, I can't. Man, it's a shame because that clock is so big. I can't even read the numbers.
See, the other part,
I had to go outside across the street to your neighbor's house to read the time.
The other part of it is that's also when you take the hands off, they become weapons.
Dude, hey, not swords, like spears. Like seriously, man, like you got
javelins.
This dude got souvenirs from the Olympic javelin convention. He was like, I need a wall clock. I got some arms for this thing, dude.
All right, what you got for the final blow?
Don't buy a wall clock. Because no one needs a wall clock, okay? All right. This obviously that's a sign of paranoia. They're weapons. Yeah, they're weapons. I was like, of course, it looks like you killed some people.
Is that your final blow?
A portal. This dude got a portal to another dimension in his wall clock. All right, yo. Anyway, Titans have been a good blast. I look forward to discussing it.
The nerve of you to want to talk about Titans when we haven't discussed it on the show.
Well, dude,
the nerve of you.
Okay, I'll just go back to my back cave. what you say? 3:30, right?
3:35.
Yeah, this dude straight up. Hal Jordan's like, "What you doing in Star City, dude?" I was like, "Hey, man, I got lost." I went to the wall clock and there's like 5 different portals.
It's the Underground Railroad.
This dude, Harry Tubman, was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Hey, wall clock." She was like, "You the 5th person. You the 5th person for the wall clock."
Doctor Who even started using it instead of the phone booth.
The Tetris dude's like, "Yo, dude, man, come on, man. I'm just saying, this thing is ridiculous, man."
I might have to take a picture of it and put it on Twitter.
My God.
Maybe this should be the image for the episode.
Please take a picture because I don't think it will fit.
Yo, the clock's not that big. It's really not that big.
The only way you're going to be able to take it, and I'm not kidding. The only way you're going to be able to do a picture is if you set it for panoramic.
Dude, it's not that big of a clock.
Dude, it's not that big of a wall. Dude, you have a wall clock.
It covers up like a third of the wall.
It covers the sun, dude. You can't at 3. You put it at 3:30. Right. You put it at 3:30 because the sun is like it's around there. But you good, dude. The sun ain't got nothing on this, man.
Actually, it is 3:30.
I know.
All right.
We've been doing this podcast for 3 days.
It feels like it.
Oh my God, you sweating?
Okay, that's enough, dude. My final blow. I won't be a dick.
I'm gonna drink some water.
I'm not gonna be a dickhead and talk about Titans like Oz was, even though we didn't get to talk about it on the show. So, what I am going to talk about is
properly hydrate.
Make sure you stay hydrated in this heat, okay? If you get hot and you start getting angry, sit down, okay?
Make sure you have multiple shirts.
Have a glass of water, change your shirt,
change your shirt,
and just refresh, okay? You'll feel a lot better. Also, if you need a movie to watch, Blood Red Sky on Netflix.
Hey, how is that?
Is fantastic.
So I started watching the first 15. I was like, I should.
It's fantastic.
Okay, that's dope.
It's really, really good. I'm
nice
actually
vampire flick, right?
Yeah, it is. It is a vampire flick, and that's not a spoiler. They give that away in the trailer and whatnot.
They totally say what it is all about.
So pretty much what it is about is this woman who is going to a doctor, and she gets on a plane with her son, and the plane gets hijacked. And then we find out that she's actually a vampire, and she has to go and save the plane, pretty much. So.
Did they go into why the plane was hijacked and everything?
Yeah, they go into why. And
it looks good.
It is. It's really good. It's actually really emotional. There's a lot more emotion than you would think in it. Really good. I will actually be covering that in my regular thoughts this week.
On what vehicle would you be doing?
On Vover. Vover.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Vover. And
man, shout out to Vover, dude.
Yeah, shout out to Vover.
Yeah, man, I ain't scared, man. I get props every day.
I was scared to jump on the Vover train.
Bro. I ain't scared, dude. I'm just saying. I respect our followers here, and I don't want to. I worked hard to get to 33 followers on Twitter, and I want to keep it humble.
Wait a minute. You said earlier in the show you had 32. Did you just pick up a follower?
I just noticed I said it. It's Susie XXX. Is that so? I just accepted her thing. Okay. So
well,
33.
That's a virus.
Okay.
I still everyone will talk to him next time.
Oh wait, my phone ain't working anymore. Hold on 1 second. They got my bank account. Anyway, everyone. Until later, and we'll have to see the usual.
Until later.
Hold on. Can I finish? Hey, yo, everything's been an interruption. It's like, hey, until later. Oh, what do you mean, Lady Shiva? I can't finish my thought.
Well, and you know what? Back to the Lady Shiva thing.
Yeah.
You knew you were a dickhead for it when you picked her to begin with, and that's why you let out the little chuckle you did after you did it.
I didn't let out a little chuckle.
You did let out a little chuckle.
It wasn't a chuckle, and I wasn't trying to be a dickhead.
No, you were.
It wasn't a laugh. You interpreted me clearing my throat because I didn't laugh when I saw your face, dude. That's rude, man. I was just like, let's just throw out Lady Shiva at the top of my head.
Because see, what y'all didn't see, my jaw dropped a little bit because I was a little pissed off about it.
Because my first answer, I was like, let's see what this dude says. Oh yeah. And then I said, yeah. So anyway, peace and Lady Shiva chicken grease.
I can't promise we'll be back next week.
But I can promise you this dude will be on Bover. So we can't make any promises to any of our loyal listeners, but you can find this. I can tell you where you can find this dude. This is Regular Scott. I'm about to start a school.
You can find me on the Vover app at Regular Scott.
See, there you go. Check me.
Make sure you follow the Twitter at Need for Marvel vs. DC.
The links to my Vover will be in our Take a Knee for Marvel DC.
I should have some links up there to the Vover Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Come holler at me on the Vover app.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, 5 stars. And as always, y'all have a good time because we're going to have a good time until we talk to y'all next time. Peace. That's my thing.
Hey, you all jumping shit the Vover. I'm going to have to do my thing, dude. So allow me to set the table.
Yo, are you still talking?
I'm setting the table.
Peace.
I'm doing the next show.